What's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? What's up, K-pop family? It's your boy Ty, giving you the best and being the best of K-pop. So, the reason I just rolled my eyes is because my my camera started dying, and I had to hook it up to one of them portable chargers so it wouldn't die on me. Because it just pissed me off. I was just talking in my previous video, and oh my God, whatever. It's whatever. So, it's that Saturday where we give you the news, give you what juicy fruits is going on, and give you the tea of K-pop. So, without further ado, let's get into this good little K-pop news corner. So, my first story is former girl group member sentenced to prison for growing marijuana at her house. This former girl group member, who they are calling girl group member A, for some reason, she is facing penalties for illegal possession and the use of marijuana. I was really about to say narcotics, but but it's not narcotics, it's marijuana. So apparently this mess happened like months ago. She was arrested back in like January because they allegedly was smoking weed back in December, but then she was released because they really had nothing on her. But then when she was released, they said she was reportedly smoking weed back in April too. So then I guess they went to her house and they found a pot plant growing in the house or whatever, and then nip bag tuck, she got snatched up, and not snatched up, but she got snatched out of there and they arrested her again. So apparently, at first, they was just going to pay her. They was just going to be lenient with her and give her a 3 million won fine, which is about like $2,700 US. But I don't know what happened. I don't know if she said something that pissed them off. I don't know what happened. But they gave that girl jail time. They are giving this girl jail time for having possession of marijuana. So apparently, they're sentencing her right now. They're not trying to be light on her, and they're trying to use her example. So they gave her 6 months. They gave her 6 months in prison, 1 year probation, and 80 hours of community service. Girl, could you imagine 80 years of community service? But 80 hours of community service. So everybody is been talking about this mess for like the past 2 weeks. I've been like paying attention to conversations, and a lot of people was talking about this on AMINO. I was going to chat rooms, and a lot of people was talking about it up there. So I'm like, who is this mystery chick? But then they did say that it has been revealed that girl group member A was debuted in a 6-member group, and then when that group disbanded, she went on to debut in 2015 with a 5-member group. So I'm telling you, people over there, people period, anywhere, is smart as hell. They're going to connect the dots. They're going to find out who this chick is. And when I find out who this chick is, I'm going to have to get my life, because it's like legit, it's legit going to drop to the mother floor. And I'm just be like, oh. And apparently she's 24 years old. So you got 24. She debuted a 6-member. Then she debuted last year in a 5-member. So people is going to be smart and they can connect that. But how I feel about this, it's like this over here. You could get so much jail time for just having a little bit of marijuana on you. And it's so freaking ridiculous whatsoever. I'm sorry. I keep burping. I'm so sorry. You can have so much jail time for having so little marijuana on you. And the thing is, she's not even freaking like a regular, like a netizen, like a citizen or whatever. Like, I said netizen. She's not even like a regular person, like a citizen, like not doing the whole famous idol thing. She's an idol, so she's going to get like a little bit of a special treatment. Like, come on, famous people get special treatment. It ain't like it's a fucking like freaking storybook, story tale. It's not like I'm telling some type freaking fairy tale. It's true. It happens. But it's still crazy. I don't think I think she should have did the probation and community service, to be honest. But you know, I guess they always gotta make an example out of people. So, hey, well, hey, hey. So let me spill this one right here. Breaking news: B2ST leaves Cube Entertainment to make their own label. Child, if it ain't good. Not if that. Not okay. Let me correct myself. I ain't saying if it ain't good. Like, oh, I'm so glad they leaving Cube. No, I'm saying it ain't good. If it ain't good, like this is some good news to be talking about. So, B2ST is leaving their entertainment company Cube to make their own label and to venture in their own lanes. So apparently the contracts expire like on the 15th of this month, which is October if you don't know, if you in space or something like that. But the 15th of this month, their contracts expired and none of them renewed because they actually wanted to do their own things and do their own ventures and make their own company together. And I feel like this is a good freaking thing. So don't get me wrong. Appreciate Cube. They even said it. They even said, oh, we appreciate Cube for what they did. We love them. They brought us together. They made us these stars, but we do want to do our own things. Basically, that's what they've been hinting at. And Doojun has been hinting at on his freaking Instagram and on his Twitter that none of them re-signed at like these little tips, like saying basically we want to thank Cube Entertainment and all this stuff like that. So back to my thought. I think this is a good thing because I like seeing people do stuff out. Like, I love seeing people do stuff because my thing with like K-pop, you debut in this, you do all this training to be in a group, that's not even reassured. Then you debut in the group, that's not even reassured. And then after the group, like, leaves, your future is not reassured. So it's always, I always like hearing and seeing and reading about things where people are still doing stuff, still doing it like venture, still acting, still opening their own labels and stuff like that. Like when I heard that freaking Rain left Cube, I was like, oh my god, like, why did he leave? Like, what the hell is going on? But then I found out he was making his own company. I was like, okay, I'm down with the game. And the same thing with, I said this when I reacted to that 7 video, that when he left YG, I was a little worried about it, but now he's doing his own little thing, and I'm glad and I'm happy. So I'm really happy when people do stuff like this, and I'm really happy. And I'm even more happy when they like give respect where respect is due. They congratulating. They were like, oh no, it's not no like bad blood. We ain't had no argument. We ain't this. It's just we're trying to do stuff and we want to grow and we feel like this will help us grow. And in Q, they haven't really made a statement yet, but I feel like they will be down. They're down with what's going on. So they're not renewing their contracts. They're coming into this whole new lane, opening their own label, and I just love it because I feel like they can do it. I feel like they can do it. Like, why not? Why not try to start your own company, start your own business, especially after you got experience. How long B2ST been out for? Like years? I'm not exactly sure because I'm not the biggest fan of B2ST, but they've been out for a good mother effing while. So yeah, not like 10 damn years, but they've been out for some years. So I feel like it's good. So they know what they're doing. Let's give them our full support, full love, and root them on and cheer them on in the future. Because I'm not a big fan of them, but I most definitely will be cheering them on. So, biscuits, with this last story, CL is expected to have dating British model Ash Stymons. I hope I'm saying his last name right. I do not know how to say his last name. Stymons. I'm saying that. So, this just came out a day ago. And I'm digging this story because it's crazy. So, fans have noticed that Steinmetz has a tattoo of CL's name on his wrist, on his right wrist. Was it his right wrist? Yeah, on his right wrist. So, in a few posts that Steinmetz has released, he released like pictures where it's showing a little bit of his wrist at a little bit of time, and apparently it says Lee Che Ren on his wrist. And if you don't know who that is, that's CL's that's CL's real name. And people after seeing that, they was like, "Oh my gosh, is it true? Have they been going out? What is going on?" Now, some people have come to his defense saying it's just like he's just a big fan. That's the only reason he got her name tattooed on him, because he was in their video "Gotta Be You." He was the dude that was sitting on her, and that she was like, I don't want to say coddled up on, but she was on like how do I say this without making her sound? She was with him. Let me say it like that. She was with him. And so people is like, "Oh no, he's just a fan. He's just a fan." But others are like, "Nah, when you get a tattoo of someone's name on you, that means y'all must have loved each other. Y'all must have been this, that, and the third." And nobody has like straight up come out and say, "Oh, I never dated him." He hasn't said, "I never dated her. We're just friends." Like it hasn't been confirmed because it's only been a day. They've been speculating for like weeks and weeks and weeks now. But the story only dropped today because it's been yesterday, because it's been making mad freaking news. And I wouldn't be mad. Like, this is what I'm about to say. With her being signed to like Y freaking G Entertainment, I feel like if they were dating, it would have been already a freaking announced, because most of these, first off, that's not even most of these companies. All these companies don't play about that dating mess. Like, you better know, because they don't like their people's getting caught up in scandals. So you tell me who you dating, let me talk to them, and then they announce it. You know what I mean? So I feel like if they did date, I feel like I just bet. If they did date, YG would have already said something about it in the past. So I personally don't think they date. I personally don't think they dated, but I do think it's suspicious that he did get her name tattooed on his body, which is, I'm not gonna say weird, but yeah. But to be honest, if I love freaking CL, I was excited when she made her American debut. I was excited, but I love her. But because I'm a fan of her, if I was to get her name tattooed right here, it would be CL. It wouldn't be her real name. Hell, I didn't even know her real name until 3 months ago when she was being interviewed in Korea. I was like, oh, I knew CL wasn't her real damn name, but I didn't know her real name, to be honest. But I mean, I am curious. I'm mad curious to like know what the heck is going on. Everybody got their little fantasies happening. Everybody got their little thoughts. Everybody got their little like tweezers, teasers, and beezers going on, rattling in their head, trying to do this, that, and the third, trying to say this, that, and the third. And I just think it's just like a misunderstanding. I don't think they went out with each other. I think he is just a fan, or he's just someone that he really likes her and he got her name tattooed on him. But I don't think they dated. I feel like there would have been mad announcements about it if they would have dated. So, well, that's it for this good little news corner. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow our socials. And I will see you guys next week.